Yes, sir. It's the 9 to 5 Sports Guys. It's your boy T.
What's happening? It's your man TJ.
What up, though? It's your boy Nam.
And, I say it every week, and I'm going to continue to say it till y'all get sick of me. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Last episode, great episode. Great episode. Good. I think we're trending in the right direction. There's sports. The beautiful thing about sports is you could talk about sports and then you could talk about the storylines. Real quick, before we get into the episode, I wanted to say rest in peace to Kobe, Gigi, and all the people that perished in that helicopter crash 5 years ago. Today's the 5-year anniversary that we lost Kobe. And I remember when it happened, live, and just to think that happened 5 years ago, that's crazy.
Yeah, time flies, man. I mean,
I thought it was ISO.
nah, man.
Time flies, man. You can tell the game really misses Kobe right now because a lot of what the NBA is today is real watered down, and Kobe was that last of that dying breed that was like so much about the game that he can break it down and also challenge some of these players. Remember, before he passed, he was challenging Giannis and Booker and KD. And
didn't Giannis win two MVP or MVP? And then he told him that's cool, but now you got a championship. Yeah.
So he was somebody that the game respected, and they wanted to like chase for his approval, if you will.
Everybody's, a lot of these guys out here, they holler out Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Ain't none of them got it.
Yeah,
I don't mean to shoot nobody down. Everybody's game is
not Embiid.
Right.
Embiid don't got it.
I mean, Embiid, Giannis, all those guys we named, man. I mean, you see little spots in them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They try, but they don't. The work ethic of guys like, Jordan, Kobe. I mean, even LeBron's, work ethic, the way he used to be. You know what I'm saying? It's like
used to be.
God, yeah. I mean, no one's talking about a 50-year-old playing like he was when he was in Cleveland. He's not playing like that anymore. He's old too.
Oh yeah.
So anyway, I was saying,
his version of old is
like I was saying,
better than
he
Jordan's
ain't the only
version.
one that done played 20 years. Come on. I mean,
This is about Kobe, man.
that's why I was trying to make it, but it always lead back to this dude for some reason. So,
Okay.
But anyway, the work ethic of those individuals, you inspire to be that.
Yeah.
But that's all it is.
Yeah.
It's an inspiration because those guys, they're not going to reach that level. At this point in their careers, I mean, you got what you got.
Yeah.
So
That's a fact.
Kobe is an influence in the NBA, of course, especially now the All-Star break coming up and his name is named after the trophy and whatever. So he'll always be a part of the NBA.
All right, for sure.
Facts. I thought I had to plug in my laptop. Yeah, no.
What I put the plug there for right there. But yeah, go ahead.
Everything you said is valid. Kobe definitely, a whole generation of kids grew up to Kobe. I grew up to Kobe. For the longest time, I was a Kobe hater. Because Tracy McGrady was my favorite player in that era. But it wasn't until I got older that I started appreciating Kobe. But it was towards the end. I didn't really appreciate Kobe until he started getting hurt frequently. And I'm like, this is not the Kobe I'm used to. The Kobe I'm used to is it's like it's hard to hate on a guy when he's down. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When he was good, that's the best time to do it. So, and it's just sad, man. Sad.
Yeah, people don't realize Mamba mentality wasn't always there. It didn't happen until after that last championship they won in L.A. with Shaq.
Yeah.
Mamba mentality started then.
Yeah. Because
of the goal was to win, be able to show I can win without him.
Without Shaq, yeah.
So that's when it really started. It wasn't always there.
And for what it's worth, Kobe was one of those tough nosed guys. Like he was you wanted to be on his team but you hated to go against him.
Right.
So, it's just still sad, man. I still can't believe it 5 years later. But God bless that. Anything else on Kobe?
Man, I mean, he's a legend, man. He'll live on. Like I said, it's not like one of those Hall of Famers that just go right on by. It's hard to do that because his name is embedded into the All-Star Game trophy. So he will forever be remembered every single year around that time.
Yeah. All right, but I will say this though, just moving for LeBron James at 40 is way better than Michael Jordan at 40. Don't ever disrespect LeBron James at 40.
Yeah, well, look, we're not going to go back and forth with that right there.
I'm just saying.
Michael Jordan did what he did on the sorry team at 41.
And LeBron's doing
the
same thing.
And was averaging 23.5 points a game.
Yeah, but
my point being, you just sat here and said that he'll never be better than such and such. Well, respectively, the man was still averaging those points with 2 fluid-induced legs, getting them pumped out every game. So technically, to me, in my opinion,
but he didn't make it look like this.
Make it look like what?
LeBron is making 40 look like the new 30.
Man, it just
LeBron is inspiring. LeBron is inspiring dudes to get in the gym, get right.
I don't care. And you saying all that, and he still will never be that man.
You're right, because he's better than that man.
Never going to be that man.
He's better than that man.
Hey, look, we can go back all day long. I'm up for it. Tell me something. I'm up for it. I'm built for this. I can go back all day.
What you got to say about it? Because you was just sitting over there quiet.
I don't got nothing to say, brother.
Yeah, you might well chime in.
You chime in too. Because at 40, who would you say look better at 40?
At 40, LeBron sells more tickets at 40.
LeBron's taking care of himself over his career.
Yeah.
You can't take that away from him. He's done that.
You ain't get this many Wizards primetime games at 40.
Facts.
I get that. The Wizards sucked.
The Lakers
suck worse than the Lakers.
The
Lakers are good.
The Lakers worse. The Lakers is 2 players.
But we're saying the
Lakers is 2 players right now. Anthony Davis, LeBron James.
Well, first of all, you give AR his credit because he is playing.
No, he's solid.
15 is doing his thing, so we don't take away from that, because boom. But anyway,
moving forward
at 40, right now at 40, Michael Jordan at 41, with way more injuries. Way more injuries
than who?
LeBron.
Okay, I'm gonna let you finish. Go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. That's a fact.
Okay,
that's a fact. I mean, you're getting your knees pumped out after every game.
Well, maybe he shouldn't stop doing whatever he's doing on his knees.
What I'm saying is, he's still averaging what you call an average guy today. Hold on, he was averaging that. What you call an average dude today? The average 20-something points, 25 points a day is what? Nothing. If you shooting a whole bunch of threes, well, I mean, he was getting his points mid-range.
To be fair, at the Wizards, he wasn't as efficient as LeBron is right now.
That's what I'm saying. I'm about to break you down just like you do us. I understand that.
26 points. 26 points.
I get that. I understand
on
that.
26
I am
shots.
agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. I am agreeing with you. That's what I'm saying. But
26 points on 26 shots is not the same as 23 points on 19 shots.
So you couldn't chime in a minute ago, but now you bringing stats in. So okay, I'm with you on that.
Yeah, well, I just got to correct,
LeBron looks better running down the court.
The misconception you're trying to throw out there.
No, I'm saying LeBron looks better running down the court now, but let's not get it twisted and sit here and say that it hasn't happened. It wasn't looking as good. A man's doing it on 2 limp legs.
We're not saying it doesn't look good.
We're just saying
it looks better.
Yeah, that's it.
He looks better doing it. God be glad when you retire and get out of here. But
listen, the NBA they're gonna have a LeBron day when LeBron retires.
What is he gonna get?
He should get half of.
What is he going to get?
He should get 25% of the NBA for keeping the NBA afloat for 20 years.
They should give him a 25% discount on the next team.
Or the next team,
I hope he gets an NBA team. I'm really looking forward to that.
Okay.
I hope he gets it.
He's gonna be a better GM.
Yeah.
He should be. He's been doing it for 50 years. Being a GM on the team and a coach, I mean, why not?
But Jordan did it, and he was trash at that.
And that's a fact.
Okay.
It was a fact. He was not a great GM.
I thought you was gonna disagree, so I ain't got nothing.
I
ain't got nothing else. I can't.
I was ready to rebuttal,
he stole my shine because I thought he was gonna disagree.
He wasn't a great GM, and everybody's not built for it. Magic Johnson wasn't a great coach, even though he's a Hall of Fame player.
Yeah,
that's just a fact.
He's a great owner.
Yeah.
Oh, he owns a lot.
Yeah, but he's a great owner. I'll say that.
He just doesn't. He didn't get the talent.
Or investor. Let's say he's a great investor.
Kobe. Well, you can go and say Michael Jordan is a great businessman.
Yeah,
he owns a lot.
He is.
He's good.
I'll give him that.
But everybody's not built for that. Every player's not built to go and coach. Every player's not built to go own.
One quick question before we move on to the next topic.
Right.
Magic went to the finals. 8 out of 10 years?
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Am I right?
Go ahead.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
You close, yeah.
And LeBron 9 in a row in the East.
Yeah.
When LeBron does it in the East, it's considered weak. But when Magic goes 8 out of 10 or 8 out of 11, nobody ever speaks about how weak the West was.
No, that is incorrect. I don't know where you're getting that information from,
but I'm asking, why is that not considered weak?
Well, it's saying LeBron. It's not saying LeBron was weak. It was
no.
The East was
the
weak.
East. That's what I'm saying. The East is considered
fact.
weak. I agree to an extent.
Nah, you cooking right now because I'm about to add an ingredient.
But if you look at the West,
okay,
how many teams were really that good at that time?
And they were weak. It was a lot of weak teams, but So, what's the question you're asking?
So hold on, just to add a little bit more context.
Why is one highlighted or held against his greatness, and the other one isn't really highlighted against Magic's greatness?
And I'm gonna just add to that, right?
You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
When Jordan was going to the finals, would you say the East was weak? Would you say the East was weak when Jordan was going to the finals?
No.
Why was
I always wondered
the East was not weak during that time. What are you talking about?
So let me ask you a question.
You were a Knicks fan.
Why wasn't it weak?
What do you mean?
If one team kept going to the finals, how is it not weak?
If one team was hell, the what Wizards kept going. Was the West weak? No.
You said the who?
The Warriors.
Oh, the Warriors.
You thought I said the Wizards.
Yeah.
I thought I did too.
No, you did.
You did.
You did.
I was.
I'm
thinking. Listen, I started thinking numbers, Wizards.
I'm like, Wizards.
Is it the Bullets?
No, my bad.
Nobody in Washington made it.
Look, that doesn't diminish the man's talent.
Right.
Okay.
He's still LeBron is still that. He was still that guy.
Okay.
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Granted, they had an older Boston.
Right.
But they still Hall of Famers.
Right.
He still did what he had to do.
Right.
So that's not taken away from him.
Well, what Nam is saying is people take away and say when LeBron was running the East was weak.
It was weak.
Because it was one person that was going through the East. Mm-hmm. But what he's saying is when Magic does it, it's okay. When
Never
Jordan
mentioned
does it, it's okay.
I ain't saying it's okay. I'm not agreeing with that.
No. I'm not saying I'm targeting you. I'm asking the three of us, what do y'all think about that?
I think
it was a harder time to play then. That's the only difference. It was a harder time to play. The rules changed.
Right.
Okay.
So with LeBron, it was the least in conference.
Okay.
It was.
That just sounds like so.
No, but that's no shot. That's no shade against LeBron.
Uh-huh.
It's just the conference.
But
weaker.
he swept the 60-win Atlanta Hawks team.
Yeah, but the rules change. The rules change. You can't.
But they also hold on. To be fair, when they was able to stop beating up on Michael, the rules changed in his favor, so they started winning. Because the Pistons couldn't get away with a lot of that stuff after a while. And early on in the
you were still getting knocked out by guys
but then,
from Charlotte, New York, and Indiana.
You had the Jordan rules where you couldn't touch Jordan,
but you still getting hit. You ain't coming even
absolutely.
The Magic and all that.
But
but
them Heat Celtics series was physical.
They were physical slightly, but they were physical.
Yeah, it wasn't. I mean, it wasn't WWE.
But that was playoff time.
It wasn't blood.
Yeah, it wasn't blood or
right. But it was
attitude era or
time.
nothing.
But
else.
like
that don't take away from that man's performance. He did even in Cleveland. The boy outshined.
Okay.
Yeah, no,
and I was a LeBron fan.
You still am low key.
Cleveland. I'm a LeBron Cleveland fan.
Yeah,
I'm not a LeBron Miami fan or a LeBron Laker fan. I'm not.
Yeah, I just thought it was just an interesting take. Like, it's weird how this gets highlighted, but this doesn't really get talked about. Like,
yeah,
man, went 8 out of 10 years or 8 out of 11.
Look, when you take away, I mean, if you take away something as simple as hand checking, that makes a difference. Because now I can face you up and do what I want to do.
So I got a question.
When you do a hand checking, you can't face that man up with the ball. Now the ball is out here, but your back to him.
But to be fair, in the 90s there was illegal defense as well. You can't double team.
Hey, what do you want me to do? I didn't make the rules.
Well,
I'm just saying,
again,
it was a tougher time.
Listen, LeBron would have killed in hand checking era too.
If we're knocking LeBron
see,
for
I
not
don't know
playing
that.
in imagine if LeBron played in the era where there's illegal defense. You can't double team
You
him.
can't. So this.
You can't have backside help.
Yeah, but when you can hand check is a difference. That's what
When
I'm saying.
you have backside help to a freight train with no brakes,
I was
that's
about
a
to
big
say,
difference too.
Who is grabbing or holding with their hands a
Right?
6'9",
A freight train coming downhill
I heard what you're saying.
with
but I've
backside
seen-
help is a
I-
big difference between you just get through one defender.
Right, I get that. I heard you saying. I don't know what the hell you want me to say. I don't know.
No, I'm
What you
just
want me to do?
I'm saying
I mean,
if
it's easy for me to sit here. It's easy for you to sit here and say it because you've seen it in an era where there is none.
yeah, I'm saying both arguments work for both sides.
Right.
Because hand checking is not in today's game. But if you take away illegal defense and allow that to happen in today's game, it's the same advantage on both sides.
It'd just be hard for me to sit here and say that I'm not saying that he can't play.
No. I'm not saying that you're saying
era.
that.
What I'm saying is the scoring is going to be different. Those
Right.
New York Knicks are not letting you come through there like that.
Right.
They're not letting you come through there.
We're saying the same thing.
He still
bro.
would have.
Right.
Still would have went to the lane.
Right. I'm not saying that he cannot score. I'm saying the scoring will be different. It'll be harder to score. I'm not saying that he's not going to.
I think actually be easier for him
I don't know that. I mean, I
Illegal
can't say
defense and hand checking.
because
that. You can't do that now when you can face the man up and cross him up all day and just go to the rim.
But see, that's
easy
the thing.
to do now.
That's never been LeBron's game though. LeBron's game never been mix you up on a thing. LeBron's game is catch it. Quick. He has a quick first step.
But you know what I see LeBron as?
What's that?
LeBron he would be compared as a Magic Johnson. That's what if he was playing then. That's what he would be.
Yeah,
because
a
he's
better
that
version.
passer.
A better version.
He's a bigger guy, but he was Magic 6'9", bringing the ball up court.
But he wasn't as fast as
Perfect.
understand
That,
that.
you just brought it back full
Athleticism
circle.
Yeah.
When he goes 8 out of 10 years. Wow, look how great this is. This one goes 9 out of 11 years.
6'9" guards bringing that ball up like that. That's different. There were no 6'9" guards.
What is
with bum
LeBron?
knees.
You just said they're the same player. One is
I said he will be compared to him as that then. LeBron hasn't played in that era, so you can't sit here and tell me that's what he's going to do. I can't tell you that's what he's going to do. I know he will be able to score, but his scoring style will be different. That's what I'm telling you. No guy from this era, no guy, is going to be able to score in the same manner that they're versus now to then. It will be a little different. Not saying that they cannot average. I'm not saying they're not going to be the average, but that scoring style you talking about now, you think about it now. James Harden averaging 40 points in Houston. He's not going to average that
He probably gonna average
on the same team the same way.
Oh no, he's probably gonna.
talking about back then or
That's what I mean.
now?
He's not going to be the way he was averaging in Houston.
Yeah.
He's not going to be able to average that the same exact way.
Oh yeah, for sure. Because there was no ticky tack fouls, but just like most guys back in the day, they adapted.
Yeah, so those guys, it will be a lot average. It will be a lot average guys, even guys then now. I mean, from then coming up to play the style now, it'd be a lot of average guys.
Yeah.
It'd be a lot because the athleticism is quicker, faster. They jumping higher. It's different. There's some guys now that can play back then. There's guys from back then that could play now, but you can count on your hand how many guys can do it from each era.
You look at a guy like Isaiah Thomas, the original Isaiah Thomas. I think he would be one of those main focal points in this era because he's a guard that can get to his spots, and to the guards that have the freedom now, Isaiah would probably be in that Derrick Rose, not athletically, but just scoring guard wise. There would nobody
because of his will to play,
and
Isaiah could dribble.
Yeah, he can skill. He can get out of. He can get out of. Yeah, he can get out of.
Tim Hardaway.
Yeah. You know, Tim Hardaway is a prototypical guard now. A guard that can cross you up, get to the basket, and shoot threes.
And that's before AI.
Yeah, another guy, Penny Hardaway. Penny
Yeah.
would have been good this era.
Yeah.
But
a lot of guys. I mean, and you could take guys from here. Like LeBron could play, KD could play, because you had guys that were shooting the elbow, deadlift, shrimp, all those guys. Not as athletic, but they were making those shots mid range. But it's some guys you see now that's averaging 20-some points a game. They're not averaging that.
Nah, it'd have been a lot different.
They're not averaging that. You know what I mean? They're not gonna do that. So it's definitely who could go and play. It's just their scoring style is gonna be a little different.
Now who would put up buckets back in the day?
Who?
Bronny James. He put up buckets back in the day.
You put him on a Gary Payton team, or even with the Knicks. I mean, he could take Stark's spot, but Starks had he had a drive.
Starks was the GOAT.
But he had a drive.
Starks was
like
the
he
GOAT.
wasn't averaging big time.
No, he wasn't. But Starks is the reason why I fell in love with basketball.
But he was in every play.
Yeah, he was.
He was in every play.
And he dunked on Jordan.
Yeah, he dunked. No,
he dunked on Jordan. Jordan was in the poster. Jordan was in the poster. Jordan, mind your business. What you coming over to help block?
He dunked on Horace Grant.
And Jordan jumped up. He tried to block
behind the guys, straight up. And mind
your business.
Come on,
mind your business. Stay out of grown folks' business. Jordan was in that poster, and when this clip goes up, you're gonna see Jordan in the poster too. But anyway,
yeah, just look below him with two other guys right there. Horace Grant.
So he caught two. He caught a 2 for 1
caught
special.
Them two. He caught them two. He didn't catch MJ.
He caught. First of all, he caught B.J. Armstrong. Where was B.J. Armstrong going?
You catch B.J.
He caught B.J. Armstrong, and then
not to take nothing from B.J. because he was a good guard.
He took it baseline and caught a 2 for 1 special.
Hey, I always liked John Starks, man. He never backed down from nothing.
Not
even though he would get cooked, he didn't back down for nothing.
You had to add that in there.
No, I'm just saying I like Starks, man. He was
but you ain't had to add him get cooked. That's my goat.
Yeah, all the guys you had, all the guards you had, Greg Anthony, all those dudes, they were hard knocks. What's my man name? Harper.
Harper, yeah.
Yeah, those dudes were hard knocks, man. They, you know what I'm saying? They was always ready to play. Those are the type of guys I like. Didn't complain. You know what I mean? Was out there playing every game unless they were injured. They were out there every game. Even with injury, they were playing.
Yeah, I give the old school guys that they there was no such thing as load management.
Right.
They played all 82 if they could. But we gonna get to that later. Ohio State. Ohio State wins another national championship. We've been talking about this for the last couple of weeks.
Wasn't easy, by the way.
It wasn't. Wasn't
a blowout, by the way.
Shit, it looked like it.
It was
in
early.
the first half.
It looked like it.
I told you, was it going to be a blowout?
It looked like
a
blowout.
Most
of the game it was.
That's not what the score.
Belt the ass most of the game.
The first half was a blowout.
Most of the game was belt the ass,
brother. They did what they had to do to come back and make it interesting.
It was belt the ass, bro.
It was even close.
It was dominant fashion most of the game. Yeah. You can just look and be like, yeah, this team is a lot better. This team is just willing themselves. They're really fighting. They were the Fighting Irish that night. They were fighting, but it was belt the ass.
Ohio State had more weapons on offense. They couldn't.
Yeah, but I'm saying they were competitive. They were fighting the whole game.
Right.
Belt the ass, though.
Okay.
For sure, bro.
Yeah, because the first half it was 21-7.
Yeah, that's what I was like. They were
Belt the ass.
They were getting blowed up, but they came back and made it interesting.
They did. They were fighting Irish. Fighting Irishmen.
So Ohio State.
Yeah.
They won the Natty.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Right.
They got the last laugh. I know they wanted to beat Michigan, but they got the last laugh.
Yeah.
I think, and that's really all that matters.
But they got the last laugh on their own fan base, though. To be honest with you.
True.
Facts.
They was trying to give them the boot.
Especially Ryan Day.
Right. So it's like, your school won, but that was to show your own fans and that we could do this.
Yeah.
It's a new day.
I mean?
We believe in us more than y'all believe in us.
Right.
Facts.
Right.
So I said people be ready to jump off the ship too early.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like before we can let it play out, people are ready to formulate their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't instead of saying, all right, cool, we lost to Michigan, that sucks, but let's see what happens in the playoffs.
All right.
People, everybody's so reactionary. Nobody wants to sit back and like really like let's see it play out first before I make a comment. Let's see it. Everybody's quick to be the first to say, I said this first. So
that confuses me, man, because it's like I don't understand how a fan base can be like that to a team that's was always at least one of the four.
Exactly.
Every single time. I don't get that.
Spoiled fan bases.
Right, you know what I mean?
You're spoiled.
It's a microwave society, you know.
Yeah.
Go.
Everybody's looking for that. It's got to happen this year and year and year and year.
Or it has to happen on my time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I need instant results. Nobody wants to go through the process.
And if that's your only L all year to a rival team, what are you complaining about? I get it. You want to beat that rival, but
they only lost 2 games. They lost to Oregon.
Yeah.
They beat Oregon.
Yeah, come back and beat them.
Came back and beat. I mean, the only game they didn't avenge. The only game they couldn't avenge was the game against Michigan.
Yeah, but yet we in the playoffs.
You know, the fan base, their mentality is like, if we don't win a national championship this year, well, at least we beat Michigan.
True. True.
Yeah, you got a point.
I think that's the only thing
they can hold their heads on.
Yeah, I think they're that simple minded. Like,
I think Michigan was doing that too with Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
Like, if we just beat them.
we beat them.
Good.
Yeah.
We
You
got
know, it's
bragging
fine.
rights.
Eventually, we'll win a national championship.
Yeah.
But we can't have both in the same year.
But them
You can't
But
lose
what's
and
crazy
get the
is
national championship.
Michigan won last year. Iowa State got this year.
Yeah.
So
What's going to happen next year?
Yeah. I mean, Alabama winning next year.
I think
Roll Tide, baby.
Georgia?
They don't even have a quarterback.
I don't care.
Yes, we do.
The quarterback went to Miami.
Yo, don't worry about that. Nobody was worried about Carson Beck. No way. Get out of here. Nobody was worried about him. He was in his own head. He was in his head when Stetson Bennett was there.
He got flued out to Miami.
Yeah, it's all good, man. Bye.
He got flued out to Miami.
And you still ain't gonna get nothing from there. So go right ahead. Just ask Cam. He going to the pros.
So yeah, shout out to Ohio State. We also got regular football playoffs, right? So last episode, it's semi viral. Nam had a statement, said that TikTok and Detroit Lions they got beat by Washington. Shout out to Washington.
Same day.
We last week, and we said this, but we didn't even say it on the podcast. Jaden Daniels is in a class of 4 or 5 rookies to make it to a championship game.
Yeah.
You got Ben Roethlisberger, Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, and Brock Purdy.
Well,
who we not gonna name?
Yeah.
Let's say honorable mention.
Honorable mention.
Because he came in mid-season.
Right.
Yeah. So.
He's so sweet.
Look,
so
gotta let people understand what they're listening to.
Yeah. So
break it down for them.
So them other 3 quarterbacks, Sanchez, Roethlisberger, Flacco, pretty much rookie quarterbacks to lead their team to a championship game. Now, Jaden Daniels has an opportunity to be the first,
the lonesome dove,
to make it to a Super Bowl as a rookie.
Yeah.
Out of that group, he could be the first rookie to make it to a Super Bowl. And
you said Flacco?
Flacco.
Yeah.
Flacco he didn't make it to the Super Bowl that year. I think it was a couple of years later because they won in 2012. But the thing is, when I remember hearing about all the bad things about Jaden Daniels when he first was about to get drafted, right? Because it was between Caleb Williams. That was a unanimous first overall pick. And now looking back in hindsight, people are saying, well, Chicago should have drafted. No, Chicago drafted the right person. You see what Jaden Daniels has. He has a coach, experienced coach, and a good system around him. That's all Caleb Williams needs to do, because Caleb Williams, truth be told, it didn't show in wins and losses, but he put up pretty good numbers for a rookie.
If the roles were reversed, Caleb Williams be getting the praise, and Jaden Daniels will be getting what Caleb Williams getting.
Facts.
So it's not I don't think it's the player. It's the organization.
It's the situation. Yeah.
Right.
If you remember RG3 when he got drafted, everything was good until he got hurt.
Yeah.
But it was a situation he was in. He was in a system that he was able to thrive because I remember Andrew Luck got drafted #1 that year, and
Shanahan was coaching that team, right? The daddy,
yeah,
and the son was right on the
yeah,
OC, right?
Yeah. I don't know what beef you got with the Shanahans,
I got beef with Kyle Shanahan because he can't win big games. I don't care what team you own.
But his quarterback got hurt though.
Yeah, okay. Guess what? My quarterback was standing up the whole game. What you throwing the ball for? Run.
To be fair, he's the reason why Archie got hurt though.
That's what I'm leading to.
Okay.
That tore up ACL with that leg.
And before we, I don't know if y'all remember
running them like a maniac.
Yeah.
I don't know if y'all remember back in the day. This is when the memes first like really started to pop. People are sick, man. When RG3 got hurt, the memes it was nasty work.
Every week.
They had him on the twister board. They had the little symbol. The memes was crazy. But I can't say.
Shout out to RG3 too.
Yeah, I can't say that. That's the reason why he got hurt because it was working for them.
Yeah, but they were still trying to put the man out there after he.
You know what? You're right because he got hurt earlier. Didn't he get hurt in the season?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, they kept trying to put the man out there. I'm like, yo, Shanahan's. Man, it make no sense. Yes, okay. Granted, his daddy got it in Denver, but he had a running quarterback again with Elway and had the running back there.
Terrell Davis.
Yeah. And Shannon Sharp and all that. Yeah, I get it. What I'm sitting here saying is, man, you can't win the big games, dog. You seen it with the 49ers for the past 5 years. You seen it before those 5 years when he was our doggone OC head coach.
And what happened in that game?
Garbage.
What
You
happened?
got Devontae Freeman sitting here running for 130 yards and 3/4, and you still trying to get the ball to Julio? For what? Keep running the ball.
But
They not stopping it. We done sacked Tom Brady 7 times. Defense doing their job. Why are you throwing the ball?
I can't
There
remember.
was nothing wrong with Matt Ryan that time. He won't hurt. Hand the ball off, man. And that's why I keep on. That's why the 49ers ain't going nowhere either. I don't care. You done been. And that's a sorry stat that you done been in the championship that many doggone times and you can't get it.
No, but
Flex bomb on that.
Huh?
Got to give us a flex bomb on
get
that.
He's a good coach.
That's
Guess
not the
what?
flex bomb?
I don't hear nothing.
Okay.
He's a good coach, but he's a good regular season coach, just like Mike Tomlin is, just like McCaffrey is, just like yada, yada, yada. You win in the regular season, you can't do it in the big games.
So I got a question. You spoke about that Atlanta game. For the people that don't know or people that were just, born yesterday, what happened in that Atlanta game?
Yo, man, you don't go 14-2
Uh-huh.
with a top defense,
Uh-huh.
number 1 scoring offense in the league, and you get all the way. And you got Super Bowl at home. We could have been the first to do that.
Didn't you have wasn't Matt Ryan the MVP too?
MVP of the league.
Okay.
Thank you.
I think
MVP of the league.
And they had a substantial lead.
I'm just saying, 28-3, third quarter. I'm packing up. Let's do it. Let's go.
Yo, you know what's eerie about that day?
Yeah.
My phone, it gives you like old photos. Remember this day or whatever. Why? I posted a picture, right, and it's on my Instagram. It's an old picture. Me and my daughter, we watching the Super Bowl. I literally clipped it, right, where it's me and my daughter watching the game, and the score, 28-3 in the third quarter. I can't remember. I'm going to have to look it up. The caption says, I'm going to have to put her to bed because this game is over. And lo and behold, I hit send. I posted it on my Instagram, and then the damn Falcons came back because I was rooting for the Falcons. I'm a Jet fan.
They had it on TV. The whole nation had a Falcon symbol in the middle of the United States, except for that one little spot. It's Boston.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? They had a little bit of, Patriot over there.
Uh-huh.
But everybody was going. That was embarrassing, yo. That was embarrassing. Really embarrassing to see it. Yeah, we're not going to let Tom Brady go out in fashion like this.
Bro,
I'm telling you, man, Kyle Shanahan was working for the Patriots, man. He worked for the Patriots.
But what about
working for us?
What about Dan Quinn though? He's a defensive guy. He got to be able to get some stops though.
Yeah.
3 points. You 3 points in the third quarter. You got to be able to get some stops.
I think you guys were a top defense that year as well.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
So we can't blame
did
everything
right.
on Shanahan. We got to put some blame on the coaching.
Hey,
the defense
was doing their job
for
They
3
had some
quarters.
lucky
For 3
catches.
quarters. For 3
Right,
quarters.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
I think this thing is scripted, man. You can't tell me you sacked Tom Brady 7 times. You get into him every chance you get. You know what I'm saying? Granted, Edelman had a great catch. Granted, it went to overtime too. Well, I already knew it was overtime. We ain't getting the ball. It's done. So what? You know what I'm saying? Tom Brady, yeah. They were not going to let that man not do or not get that. You know what I'm saying? But
It's a wild stat.
What's that you talking about?
Nah, everything he's talking about, those are all wild stats.
it
Running the ball 3 quarters, dominating.
dominating.
And then all of a sudden you just say,
Fool.
we're just going to stop and drop back every time.
I didn't understand it. I just didn't get it. Yeah. And then you let Matt Ryan, he throws a pick because he's being rushed. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, avoid that and just throw the ball. I mean, run the ball, man. Run the clock. Clock management. That's the problem with a lot of these teams right now.
Facts.
They don't know how to do clock management.
Facts.
And so, I don't like Kyle Shanahan. I don't. And he's still doing the same thing over there in San Francisco and going to run that doggone organization down, too.
What do y'all think about
He picked up your boy Robert Saleh again.
Kingsbury, Kingsbury? He's running the same scheme that he was running in Arizona, but it's working right now in Washington.
And I'll say this too.
You think it's the personnel works better?
I think it's the personnel, and with Jaden Daniels, he's reading the field good. Now, Matt Ryan, he was reading the field good up until he started getting into duress and started throwing the ball fools.
Right.
He should have been Auburn out of plays. I don't care what the coach says on the sideline. If you see it on the field, audible out. Audible out. You'll get paid $1 million.
Kill, right?
Calls too.
On the line of scrimmage.
Omaha.
Kill.
You have that ability to do that if you don't see something right. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what they call from the top. You have that ability to do that. And see, that's what's making Jaden Daniels make Dan Quinn look good as well.
Yeah, he makes no mistakes.
And Dan Quinn is looking good now because he's been in that position.
Yeah, he learned from the first time.
Right. So he's doing good. He got a good Cliff Kingsbury. He's been doing good all year long. I want to see if it can translate into this big game now.
You think it will?
If they don't stop Saquon Barkley, you can forget it. If he has over 150 rushing yards, this game is over anyway.
Game is over, yeah.
It's over. But if you can hold him under 90 yards.
Yeah, he's averaging 144 this year against Washington.
Yeah, Washington's gonna win.
But he's averaging 144, right around that mark that you're talking about.
But playoff time is different than regular season time. Ain't no more games next after this.
Yeah, no.
You can lose a game and know you got a chance to make it up.
He damn near had 200 yards last week.
He sure did. Yeah. So if they don't stop him.
The scary thing with Saquon is even if he's having a pedestrian game,
it's better than average.
He's going to break off one home run, at least one home run a game.
They got to stop them 70-yard runs.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Stop that crap.
And then when you got what I know because we had Mekhi Becton throwing people out the club like Jazzy Jeff in the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, you're like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
So it's like, now Saquon is finally you're getting to see the beauty of having a dynamic running back because you have an offensive line that he's running pause, not on duty. He's running through holes he ain't never seen before. Yeah, I give you that. I did that so Raven moment. I saw it.
But when you got the number one rated offensive line, and here's another situation. They got the number one offensive line, and they got the number one defense.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I was gonna highlight that.
Yeah,
Jalen Carter.
Yeah.
Difference maker.
Steal.
Well, he finally got control of himself now.
Yes.
He was a steal.
Yeah. He's finally got control of himself. They didn't think he was going to be there when they drafted him because of all the mess he had going on.
And he's playing out of his mind right now.
You know what's so funny?
Out of his mind.
I got Dean, though.
But Jalen Carter, out of his mind. He's playing like it's almost he's just as disruptive as TJ Watt right now.
Hey, double teaming
just as disruptive
because he still
He's still good. Yo, the thing about it is
crazy.
Rex Ryan, right? He used to say this all the time. It's good to have those type of guys on your team, right? In the sense of like you said, nobody in their right mind would have thought he would have dropped that low, but because of the off the field issues, I don't, not low character. I forgot what he says, but it's good to have those guys, and if you can get them in, get them straight, then it's a steal.
Yeah,
basically.
Yeah,
you need to have those goo goblins and guys like that.
You gotta have some
guys with a couple of felonies on them, with a couple felonies and probably rob somebody or something like that. You can get them in.
Prime example.
Put your arms around them and get them right.
Yeah.
Prime example. The program.
Yeah,
those guys had screws.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you. In order, football is one of those, you got to be sane to play football, especially for that long.
Yeah. From
Pop Warner all the way to the pros, you got to have a couple screws loose. So, you know, it's great that he's finally getting known for something that we should know him for, not just the bad stuff. You know what I mean?
Go Dogs.
Yeah. So,
all year he's been highlighting Jalen's lack of ability to stay healthy.
Yeah.
Right.
So now he is 50-50, right?
Yeah.
How do y'all think that's going to change the game, or just change their offense today?
Look. I was getting ready to say this, Redskins. The Commanders, they have a pass rush.
Yeah.
So if they can get back there to Jalen, Jalen, if they can get back to him, that's big time. Because I don't think he's going to be able to move like he normally do.
Right.
You know, so if they can get to him, sweating those guys, if they can get to him, this is going to be this is their third time meeting each other.
Yeah.
So this is going to be.
But Hurts didn't play last game. He was hurt.
He did. He did, but he got hurt in the game.
Yeah, he got hurt.
Got hurt. Early in the game?
Concussion.
Though, right?
Yeah.
He had a concussion.
Yeah. He got hurt early in the game.
Because if they bring in Kenny Pickett again.
Oh, you can forget.
Oh yeah, no, you better run the ball 50 times.
They're gonna have
It's gonna be a long game.
But yeah, that's so okay. Real quick, so y'all say the Eagles. The what's the formula? What's the X factor for this game? The formula to win for the Eagles?
Jalen's health.
You say Jalen Hurts health?
I think if he's healthy, they look like the Eagles.
Feed the beast.
Yeah.
Saquon. I think I would. I would say you rested Saquon from getting that all-time record
for this.
Mm-hmm.
You like Noms just said 5 seconds ago. You ain't got no more games pretty much after this.
That's it.
So I'm gonna utilize. If I got to give you 25 to 30 carries today, and if we win, and then another 50 carries wins the Super Bowl for Saquon Barkley, basically.
Feed him.
Pretty
25 this game, 25 next game, and you win the Super Bowl.
If Saquon's getting off, that's bringing the safeties down.
Yeah.
So now that's giving Jalen time to read, check off slants, or even a go route.
Yeah.
That's giving him that.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
Feed him. Feed that beast.
So now what is Washington's X factor? What does that look like in order for them to beat the Eagles?
They got to stop the beast. They got to stop the run. They're going to give Saquon the ball.
Yeah.
So they have to stop that run. They have to. Now they don't have to drop their safeties down.
Yeah.
To stop them because they got a good front four. So they could do it, and some decent linebackers. You still got Wagner back there, so they can do it. But if they got to drop them safety down, it's over.
It's over. Yeah.
It's over.
No.
Let Jalen be Jalen Daniels.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what got you here.
Yeah.
The I guess the miracle season that he's been having.
Right.
Let him be him. Yeah. I don't really think there's any way to complicate it or even simplify it. Just let him be him, and whatever happens, happens.
Now I will say the one thing I've seen that's a problem for Jay Daniels is defenses that get back in the backfield. He got to scramble.
Yeah.
When he's getting pressured, he messes up.
But the beauty about his rookie season as well is he's not taking the hits that he was taking in college.
Oh, granted.
Like
good for him.
He's been very, very smart.
Yeah, good for him. If he take them hits, Paul, he ain't a big dude.
Yeah.
So,
but
he's calling them guys get back there and start nailing it to him.
He's been very healthy and very aware about that all year.
You definitely got to get the ball off quicker.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to.
Now there was a stat that they said that he is, out of especially rookies, he gets better when they blitz. I think he completes like 80-something% of his passes off the blitz. That's unheard of as a rookie.
Yeah.
He gets better when you put pressure on him.
Poise.
And some guys like that.
That's crazy.
Some guys like that. Some guys need that heat. They
Poise.
need it coming at them, pause. They need it coming at them hard. So your running back and your tight end is your best friends.
Yeah.
When it comes to that.
Yeah. Poise. He has a lot of poise for his age.
So real quick, we're gonna make our picks. Who you got? Eagles, Commanders.
It's hard to go against Philly. It's hard to go against Philly. I like to see Washington. I like to see Washington win, but Philly probably gonna pull this out.
Philly.
Yeah.
Nah, who you got?
I'm gonna take the underdogs. Washington.
Take Washington.
Yeah.
You gonna take them straight out? Or you gonna take the -6? I mean, you gonna take the +6?
However which way they win, I don't think it's gonna be like a blowout or anything. But however which way they win, that's the only way they're gonna win. I don't think there's a runaway. Yeah. I don't know if they can dominate the way that they did last week.
Yeah,
we might even get an overtime.
Maybe because it's a divisional, right?
Yeah,
and it's the third time, so they're very familiar with each other. So it has to be a close game.
It's gonna be some hitting out there. I can tell you that.
I'm gonna say Philly's the best overall team minus the quarterback. So I'm gonna go with Philly. Philly, the defense is crazy, offense is crazy, minus the quarterback. Because if right now, based off play, if we're ranking all 4 quarterbacks that's left, I would say Hurts is probably fourth.
He is.
Yeah.
So
he is.
Yeah.
Minus that, I say Philly.
What's crazy is you can win with him, but you're not gonna win because of him.
That's a good point.
If that makes sense.
But it's weird though because in the Super Bowl,
their first Super Bowl run it was because of
it was because outside of the plays at the end,
they didn't win. That's my point.
Yeah, but it wasn't a win because he didn't.
He actually played better than Mahomes.
Bogus flags.
Yeah, he played better than Mahomes.
Bogus flags, holding penalty. If it weren't for the holding penalty, they would have won the game. So
the fact of the matter is they didn't win. So
I gotta disagree with you. I mean that whole entire season was because of him and his legs and his arms.
He came in second in MVP that year,
and he wasn't hurt.
Did they win it?
Oh no.
Yo, you bogus with that, man.
Very mad. I'm very mad. I'm being matter of fact right now. Did they win it?
No,
you're doing what I do now. Bunch of stats and this and that. You're doing what I do.
But you said they're not going to win because of him. And that might not be the case right now. But the Super Bowl run when they went to play Kansas City, the entire season was because of him.
He sounds like me today.
It was because of him, dog.
Did they win it?
No, they didn't win the Super Bowl, but it was because,
Move on.
Wow. They ain't losing because of him either. They didn't lose because of him.
I know. I get. I'm just trolling, man. I know what you're saying. I'm just trolling, bro.
The game that most people are saying
the Super Bowl
is the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's the Super Bowl before the Super Bowl. The Bills and the Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
And it feels like we've had this before.
Not this feeling.
What, the Bills and Chiefs?
Not this one. They played against
this. This one's a little more special.
It's a little different.
Okay, so elaborate, please.
Okay, so all right, we've seen where they played each other before, whether
regular season or in playoffs.
Right, we've seen it. Every year, we Kansas City has done what they had to do, limp in, whatever, and then start playing the playoffs.
Right.
Well, the Bills every year had the same drama going on with the same 2 guys and nothing else going on, and the team was still playing, but it was still always that cloud over them, even into those games.
Right.
But this year, it's different in Buffalo. The feeling is different. These guys are everybody's
bought in. It's clear skies.
Right.
There's no clouds.
Defense is playing out now. Hey, look, Von Miller's playing at a high level right now, and he's going to be a main factor in this game too. I'm going to tell you that now. Von Miller. Buffalo, their atmosphere is different with them.
Yeah.
It tastes different. It smells different. You know what I'm saying? And I got Buffalo winning this game.
The offense is playing phenomenal. They have a flow to the game.
Right.
I think them having Joe Brady was a blessing for Josh Allen because Josh Allen can still play like how he played yesterday and last year, but he's not. It's not so much pressure on him.
Right.
That's
the difference.
Yeah, they're allowing him to just like play in rhythm,
right.
whether it's running the ball or just passing out the backfield, or even just running out of the backfield.
Yeah, I just
It almost feels like Kansas City is the underdog.
Almost.
Because Josh Allen, can we say he's the MVP now?
Just
Or he nudged himself closer to calling him the MVP for the season after last week's performance, even though.
Yeah, he didn't last week.
No. Let me rephrase it. After last week's win, because he didn't put on a MVP
I was about
performance.
to say,
but after last week's win, he nudged himself a little closer. Okay.
I hate to put players on blast, but I mean, you got to think about this. If old boy just caught the ball in the end zone, we'd be talking overtime, and Buffalo could have possibly lost that game.
Yeah,
right.
Not only that,
Mark Andrews.
Look, even before that, if Lamar doesn't throw the pick and doesn't fumble the ball in the first half, we could be talking about a totally different championship game.
True.
So,
because I don't want to put everything on Mark Andrews. Yes, he should have caught that ball. Yes, he did have a fumble in the second half after a big gain. But I don't want to put the whole game on that one.
It's not all on him.
No, I know.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I think
it wasn't all on that one play. There was a culmination of things.
And everybody that's killing Mark Andrews, yes, he's a professional. He's supposed to catch the ball. But the Ravens beat themselves.
They did.
Yeah.
Turnovers cost you, no matter what sport. Turnovers is going to cost you.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not. And what I saw from the Bills last week, the Bills wasn't supposed to win that game.
It was will. They willed themselves to that win.
Yeah.
With luck.
Yeah, with because like I said, I'll give them credit for capitalizing on the Ravens' mistakes.
Yeah. That's what wins games.
I give them credit for that. But the Ravens, they pretty much lost that game because of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it was a lot of fumbles and drop balls and stuff like that. I mean, those mistakes you can't make. Granted, the temperatures and weather wasn't. I mean, it's football weather, but
football weather. Yeah.
You know,
I would have loved to see that game in the dome, man. Josh Allen versus Lamar in the dome.
It would have been a fast-paced game.
You look at Detroit versus Washington.
Yeah, Washington.
That was a great game because
a lot of there's no weather.
No weather. But then if you look at the Eagles and the Rams game,
sluggish.
It was sluggish, man. It's like, yo, for real.
Hey, but that's the way you want it for them elements. Like the dudes still average 200 yards on the ground.
Yeah, but it took for 2 home runs in order for that to happen, right?
And it was still almost close to the end.
Yeah, exactly. Now, granted, like I said, the old school, get off my lawn might like that, but as a younger consumer, I want to see points, man.
Well, neither one of those games are going to be affected by it today.
Yeah,
it'll be cold.
Yeah,
but it ain't going.
There's no snow or wind or anything, or at least to our knowledge.
Now, yeah, as far as Josh Allen, he's at another championship game, but
it's now or never.
Yeah.
It's now or never.
And if you cannot get over the hump, because I said this before, despite what you may think about Peyton Manning, he at least beat the Patriots to get to the championship.
Remember, for a while he was scrutinized as a regular season performer.
Yeah. Until
you play well in the regular season, then you go in the playoffs and you meet Brady.
Because you got to think about it. Peyton Manning went to 4 Super Bowls. He only won two, but in them 4, he had to go against the Patriots.
Yeah.
If
so he probably wouldn't. He would have went to more.
That's what I'm saying. The Patriots kept him from going to more, but between the Patriots and Baltimore, he had to beat those teams in order to get to 4 Super Bowls.
Yeah.
Josh Allen this is the furthest he's got to the championship game, but we don't know yet. We'll see later on today.
You gotta beat the king. You gotta beat him, dog. I mean, that's the only way you're gonna get there.
Yeah.
Andy Reid is gonna be relevant.
Yeah.
Kansas City is gonna be relevant. Then you gotta bring them down to get there.
So, what are the keys for Buffalo to beat Kansas City today?
Buffalo?
Yeah.
I say contain Travis Kelce.
Okay.
Because he's he for some reason he can find those soft spots in them zones. You know what I'm saying? They got Worthy and Hardeman and all those guys, but they all year long none of them really done nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a collective effort.
Yeah, they ain't done nothing.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, my thing is these linebackers, because that's what they try to do. They try to bring him over to get a linebacker on him, to keep him from getting the ball. If they can contain him, they got what's his name, Hunt, the running back, because Pacheco ain't playing.
Yeah.
He's not making big
Kareem.
plays. So if you can contain him, and if Buffalo, Von Miller and them can get back there to stir up Patty Melt, I think that'd be good.
Now, what's the keys for the Bills to win, in your opinion?
The keys for the Bills to win: Josh Allen. Josh Allen has to continue playing like the MVP that he's making the case to be.